to the ScamSlam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together, and reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok.
Hey, Detroit. I've been sitting here dreading going live this whole day, but I just don't know any other options to do anything. I've had too much happen this week. It's cost too much, and I need any kind of help at all for a lot of things. To be honest with you, our room's the number one thing. I got a freaking flat tire on the car that I can't get fixed right now because I'm broke. Said I've had a lot of issues that cost too much this week, and it's just. It started off like a single flake of snow on the top of the mountain, and about halfway down the mountain, it has turned into a boulder of a snowball, and it's just running me over. So, can't seem to catch a break, guys. It's like I haven't been on much this week. I've been dealing with so much stuff, and then still dealing with crap from the trolls, and haven't even been on. And just constantly, every day, it's BS from these trolls on here. I mean, it's just. To the point now to where I believe that if they don't hear nothing from me, they get on. I believe they're the people who are messaging me, "Hey, have you seen this?" Knowing that I'm gonna go check it. You know, it's just been. Hey, Renee, how are you doing? So it's just been one of those weeks where it's like I'll put out one fire and 10 more catch. So went out yesterday to get in the car to go somewhere and had a flat tire, and I was like, well, I had an air compressor. And I was putting air in the tire. It got up to about 30 pounds and wouldn't go any higher. So I turned the air compressor off, and you could just hear air coming out of the tire. And I said, well, I probably got a nail or something in it. Got feeling around. Kind of cut my fingers on the back side of the tire because I had about a 3-inch spot where wire was showing through. And that's where the air was coming out of. So that tire is shot. So now I've got to get a new tire. I've got to keep us in our hotel room for this week. And I've had so many other problems this week that it's absolutely taking every dollar I've got. No, this tire's got wire showing through. It is gone. It is beyond repairable. Said I felt on the backside of it and got my hand tore it pretty good. And you could just feel air coming out of about a 3-inch spot. If it was a screw or something, I'd have just pulled the screw and put a plug in it. Hey, Christina. I've got a plug kit in the car where I could just nail or screw or something like that, pop it out, put a plug in it, air it back up, and go on. But it was tire shot and needs a new one. Very lucky, Brandy, because Friday I work home, got out, did something else, drove around, got home. It was good. Went to leave to go get something yesterday. I was going to go get trash bags, I think it was, and flat tire. So this tire right here is beyond replaceable or beyond repairable. It's gonna have to be replaced because it was several other spots that had that I could feel a wire in it. So I imagine when I pop the tire off, it will be probably inside ring of it is probably wore down to nothing. So yeah, I've put too many damn tires on that car. So, but if anybody could help me out with anything, guys, we're in a very, very, very bad way this week. Like I said, we had some other things come up that cost every dime I had, and it was kind of a dire need, and it was had to take care of that situation, and it left me with nothing, and now I've got to figure out the room. Luckily on the car I do have a spare. I don't have a jack. So hopefully I got somebody coming around a little bit later and we're going to jack the car up, take the back tire off, put it on the front, and put the spare on the back. Everything with that, everything else is fixed. So, but like I said, I've had some other stuff come up. I sent an invitation to somebody. Sorry about that. I'm not on my normal screen. To keep our hotel room, I need $360, and then I'll get another tire next week once I get the spare switched around and everything. I can get another tire on next payday. The room is the biggest thing. Is the most important thing. The other stuff that we had happen this week that drained me was very private, but it was something that couldn't have been put off. So I got to have the 360 by tomorrow. I'm trying our best to get us back on our feet. It's just when unforeseen things happen. I can't. I haven't got us to the point yet to where something bad can happen, and we're all right. So, and that sucks, but we'll get there eventually. If it would have been a little thing that happened this week and just cost a few extra bucks, I'd have been all right. But this was. So I'm not going into details about what happened, but it drained me financially. I think I've got $4 or $5 in my account, if that much. I don't know, it may not be that much now. Hey, Carrie. Y'all keep double tapping that screen. Maybe this will get out there on the FYP, and we'll get some faces in here that might be able to help us out. If anybody can help with anything, guys, if you can't help out financially, just double tap the screen. Help us out that way. Pray for us. I'm gonna be honest with you. This week is beating me down, and I don't feel very positive right now. The one thing I haven't let it do is rock my faith, though. Been trying to steadily pray and not ask the question of why is all of this going on at one time. I wished I knew. It's just unfortunate situations happen to everybody, but a lot of times we don't hear about them because you're a little bit more prepared for them. Used to, or when I was at NSK, if I had a blowout, it wasn't no big deal. Had a flat tire, I'd go get a new tire that afternoon. This and this happened. Oh, well, ain't no big deal. Just write a check for it. But it's like I haven't got us back to the point now to where, thank you for the gifts. I haven't got us back to the point in life where if something happens, it's not a setback. Hey, roadkill. When did Grandma J get blocked? Because I've only seen one person get blocked today so far. It's been a couple of months now. Oh well, I don't. I can't even look that one up and figure out why. But like I said, unfortunate events happen, but when you're a little bit more prepared for them, you never hear about them. I don't know if maybe if I'd have been asked a couple of months ago why she was blocked, I could give y'all an answer for that. But no, I couldn't. Bear, I could not. It was a thing that had to be taken care of right then. Julie, usually if somebody gets blocked and they feel like they got blocked for no reason, they send a message right then, and I can look into why. I can ask the mod who blocked, or if I blocked them, I got an answer. But I said 2 months down the road, it's I'm having a hard time remembering what's going down 2 days ago. So there's so much stuff going on. If you want to DM me her screen name, I'll look in. I'll look her up, unblock her. Best I can do at this point. So, but DM it if you send it on here. I'm gonna forget. I won't remember. And so, oh, you're good. But you gotta take your meds. Hey guys, I got a headache out of this world too. Hey Mayhem, how are you doing? I've got a headache, stressed, not doing very good at all. 111 people in here watching, only a couple talking, probably being streamed in 4 or 5 different places. Y'all give me a moment. Let me answer this message back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Had a message come through I needed to answer. So, but if anybody could find it in their hearts to help us out, any at all, guys, we are in a desperate time this week. Just had too much come up this week that we had to take care of. It was an urgent situation, and y'all give me one more minute again, please. Text me until I'm on live. Linda, we've just had some stuff come up this week that absolutely drained us, and we don't have the money for the room this week. On top of that, we have a setting on a flat tire that I've got to hoping somebody's going to come by here in a little while with a jack, and we can put the spare tire on and get the car back up and running. So there's that. Hey, hippie. So we've got all that going on this week, and thought we was going to be a little bit better off. But hey, two phones, how are you doing? Two phones? Is that two chains? Kathy, I'm needing a huge amount. I'm needing 360 to keep the room. Hang on one second, guys. You're watching on a troll? Just me? Okay. It is pretty chilly here. It's like, I don't, it was 80 degrees a day. Then yesterday it was like 40 something. So weather just, it's stupid. Hang on a second. I'm on mute. Okay. So I was asking the wife, should I address something? And I feel like I need to, because it's just going to get brought up the whole time. And so I'm going to speak on it once. There's 113 people in here. There's people streaming me, so all of you will hear this. Last week, I did get help. I got help from Bishop. Don't know how that became public knowledge. I didn't tell anybody. He didn't tell anybody. But the fact of how sickening it is to see how much hatred is going out to someone because they reached out and helped someone blows my mind. Um, the facts when Eli would come in here and help me out, how y'all would act towards him, the fact that how y'all act towards everyone, and when I say y'all, they know exactly. I'm not talking about everybody in here. Y'all know who I'm talking about. If you've been here for a while, if you've been in my lives for a minute, you know exactly who I'm talking about. The trolls, the fact that anybody who helps, the way y'all go after these people, because these people have a kind heart. Y'all aren't going after them just to inform them anymore that, hey, you're sending money to somebody that we've deemed as a horrible person. You're going after somebody in a hateful way, and borderline harassing these people if they want to help somebody. Making a video of these people who help and putting their self, hey, this is a super enabler here. You know, that's the stuff that blows my mind. Yeah, Bishop helped us this past week. How that got out, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure somebody's got something somewhere where it was leaked to them, but well, and TikTok breaks their own guidelines too by letting people harass and bully people. So, y'all know the reason you see my face so much? It's not because I'm on here all the time. It's not because I've got millions of followers and I'm a huge creator. Y'all see my face so much because there's one of me and there's hundreds of awareness groups. Are people claiming their awareness? Are people who that's what they've gotten on TikTok and they see these other people being TikTok famous for, and they decide that's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be an awareness creator. And then they just recycle the same videos of the same people. So there's one of me. There's hundreds of them. I post one video and I post it on here. It might get 500-600 views, but it's shared 30 other times. What's my past patterns, Positive? Can you enlighten me on my past patterns? But it's nobody's business. Okay, y'all saying Bishop made a video telling people he helped me? 'Cause I haven't seen that video. Death by deception. How about y'all don't know the definition of that, do y'all? So he made a video of that. Okay. Did somebody send me that video? Did he make the video before or after everything came out? That's the question. If he made a video, did he make it before or after everything came out? So he made a video after everything came out. So y'all can't say he exposed it. If he made a video about helping us after all this other stuff had came out, then he didn't expose nothing. He's addressing the situation. And I don't blame him for addressing the situation. Okay, so was it before or after? You just said it was after, now you're saying it was before. Can't be both of them. Hey, Roman, I've done said I had some stuff come up that I had to take care of that was a have to scenario that absolutely broke me this week. It was something that couldn't be avoided. It was something that was, it had to happen. G Mama, that's what I'm trying to that's exactly what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I've been trying to figure it out, and he's been trying to figure it out. I didn't say anything to anybody about it. He says he didn't say anything to anybody about it, but people obviously found out. Now I got Storm saying it was after he helped us, and then I got this other person saying it was before and after. But But again, why should anybody give a damn that he helped us? Why should they? Why should anybody care who helps us? Okay, if you're from awareness and your big thing is we're just trying to stop people from being taken advantage of, but then if you don't stop that person, you make these videos about them and you start shaming them and you start putting them on blast like you put us on blast. We both lied to cover up. I'm not covering up nothing. He helped me out, and it's nobody's business he helped me out. So, if he made a video after the fact that it was his name got put out there, if he made a video after that, then how did he put himself on blast? Yes, wishful, they did. I'm just, I had some things I had to take care of and everything, and I'm broke and needing help with the room. So if anybody can help with the room at all, it'd be appreciated. Okay, but TT, did he make the video before he helped, or before it came out, or after? So that's the question I'm having, that I'm getting mixed. I'm getting told before and after, because I don't think he made the video. Okay, so I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna try to say this as nicely as I can. That's not putting himself on blast if he put the video out after he helped us and everybody else had done put him on blast. If he made a video responding to it, what all was going on, then that's not him putting himself on blast. That's him taking up for himself in the situation. But he's not the only one that this has happened to. And Storm, they are, but he's not. He's not the only one this has happened to. Fishing Fool, what I had to use the money for was for something private, and I don't have to tell you that point, especially if you're not going to help. Penelope, we're not doing good at all. I mean, it's something private that happened in our lives that I had to take care of. You know, not everybody is owed every step of my life. Why though? Why put everybody on blast? Because wasn't the point was just to educate the people? I've heard Fallon say this at her own mouth. We educate the people, and if they still want to give them the money, it's their loss. Because I already answered it, Chase. Okay, so Barry, answer me this question. What's worse? I put out one video on my page. Now I'm gonna keep right here for a second. I put out one video on my page. I've got a little bit over 9,000 followers, I think, or maybe a little bit under. I'm not for sure what it is. It's somewhere around 9,000. It's nothing compared to a lot of creators on here. I put out one video. You might see it, you might not. If you follow me, you got a better chance of seeing it. I put out that one video, but then 25 awareness groups restream that video. What's worse? You're not seeing it 25 times because I posted it 25 times. And the reason is I had something private come up that I had to take care of. So, because I've already answered that question, Miss Tisha. So if I don't tell people exactly what I spent the money on, I'm a liar. Okay.
It's nobody's business what that money was spent on.
Take care of this.
Go outside then. I ain't supposed to say nothing about anything.
And how many times I got to answer that question for you, fishing fool? I've done answered it 3 times, and y'all just keep asking the same stuff. So yeah, Jess, a lot of stuff in life can come up. What came up is private, and I'm not sharing that information. I get on here and I get that. And if people don't want to help, that's fine. But people don't, I'm telling people what the money's for and what it's going towards. I had some stuff come up that I had to take care of. That is my personal business. I don't like fishing. I like fishing. I just don't like touching fish. I don't know. It's weird. But and 95% of these people asking me this stuff, they're not going to help. They just want to know. Louis, yes. All right, I'm back. Hey, hi, how are you doing? I don't care who's watching. If you're jumping in on a fake account just to tell me someone's watching me, you are getting blocked. Listen, that's fine. I hope they do look into it, Mohammed. I really hope they do, and I hope they find out these group of people, and I hope they finally get what's coming to them for the harassment and the bullying they do on people on here. I hope the ones who deserve it get exactly what they got coming for 'em. No, just not blocking the truth, blocking the aggravation. Hey, Craig. Sorry I missed your. And I'm answering the questions, but when I have something that is private, like this is what I'm dealing with privately, that nobody needs to know what's going on. When I say it's private, but see, there's some kind of a disconnect in the respect chain there. Like I know I'm asking for help. I know I am. We desperately need some help. But what happened is when so just because I asked for help, I'm supposed to just y'all that gives everybody every access to everything in my private life because I asked for help. That's basically what is being said, right? Am I understanding that right? Can't get your earbuds to connect. Hold on, y'all hang on a second. Okay, sorry, back. It got cold here after the rain. It's like I went outside yesterday in shorts and I was just like, oh, hang on a minute. Yes, Belinda. Fishing fool, you have made your point. I get it. I understand it. You don't have to keep, come on, you ain't got to just keep going in. Hey, great balls of fire. Samantha, when I say something came up that I had to take care of, and it's a private situation, then that's me telling y'all what happened with my checks. So many resources where I'm at. You don't even know where I'm at. So how do you know the resources? It's funny, somebody's going to tell me, yeah, the state, you realize there's different parts of the state though, right? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Hey, Michelle, trying to go through and see what all I missed, and then I'll come back down and catch up with everything. Hey, Amber. Well, we're definitely getting that hunter guy out of here because that was kind of creepy and really threatening. That's how I took that. It's like, no, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not. And still the wonder that I have is if he posted a video after the fact that everything got out, then how did it get out? That's what me and him both are trying to figure out. Um, and again, why does it matter to anyone that he helped me? I, Triple J, we've been dealing with a bunch of a bunch of crap. It's been a bad week. Um, One thing right after another. So, Kimmy J, I think I've said about 50 times already, and you've been in here while I've said this. I had something come up that I had to take care of that was very urgently, and it left me absolutely broke. We are good on food. We have food. We just, the room is the situation that we're. See, MJ, that's what we're trying to figure out is how would anybody even know? Because he didn't help me on live. He didn't help me on the live. This came after my live. In a private conversation between me and him, not even on TikTok. So, how'd it go from midnight that night to, you know, no, I've been very honest with everybody. I don't know this. I know I didn't tell anybody. He says he didn't tell anybody. We're at the mercy of taking each other's words on that. Kimi, you're out of here. I'm tired of you. Roy, let me. Can I pin that comment to the top? I know I can somehow. Thank you, Roman. I appreciate that. How are you doing, by the way? How can I pin to the top? I'll go pin that. People are too invested in our lives. Triple G, I did, but I had a lot of stuff happen this week, and it left me broke. And so I'm asking for any help at all for the room, guys. Yeah, the last time we talked, you told me you was pregnant with number two. That is awesome. Royal, I'll tag you in it. Might as well. They already put it out there. I just tagged you in it, Royal. Bella Boo Boo, I understand that. I get it. I do. Uh, I'm not on a fixed income, but when three or four things happen big right there in front of you and it takes all your paycheck and, you know, and it all happens in a 2 to 3 day span, you're sitting there and you're like, okay, what are we going to do? And it's not like I've got the I don't know what we can go tell your landlord, hey, look, this happened. Can I just be late? No, if I'm late, I don't have a place to live. Hey, Brenda, your Wi-Fi being shady, but and y'all go ahead and report that cash app. I don't care. She does not. She's got some health issues that's keeping her from working right now. Clean my glasses off. Give me a second. Can't see you guys without my glasses. I mean, hey, that's your. Nobody's being sneaky about anything, but hey, that's your choice. It's your money to make the choice on what you want to do with it. Hey, Betsy, Randall, I do want in. Welcome in. What? How are you doing, Randall? What can't you see, Betsy? Yeah, I wished I didn't, hippie, because for every good one, there's 20 bad ones. That's how I've got it set up. Yeah, my seizures are crazy, Terry. No, they didn't. I got it, but I've had some unexpected stuff come up this week that left me broke. So, no, she hasn't. I don't know what's going on with that, to be honest with you. I've called them a couple of times and it's supposed to be shipped, but I don't know. No, to the lake, that is not true. I have not been asking for money for 5 years. Because that would even put me back into the time frame of working at Rough Country, where I was there for about 3 years at Rough Country. Worked there through the pandemic. I think it was 20 early 2023 when they downsized and I got laid off. Fishing full, what it was used for was a have to thing. It wasn't something I could have put off. It was something that had to happen. So So no, 5 years. That's a complete lie. If you'll watch enough videos, they'll say 5 years, 10 years, 2 years, a year. Nobody can get their time straight. So, hey Tony, how are you doing? If I can find a second job, I'm going to. So, yeah, that'd be the next thing. Oh, he's been begging for 50 years. I'm only 46 years old. So, yeah, Susie, you're correct. But when something else came up that had to be taken care of, luckily I had that to do it with. I should have looked at that one. No followers. 0, 0. Well, Sandy, I can end that for you right now. Yeah, Terry, exactly. Must have been on. I must have been begging on leap year or something. I don't know. That person just decided to come in here, take time out of their day just to call me a lard ass. Yeah. You guys hang on 1 minute. Let's probably go pause. Royal, that's the only one I have that's active. So, hey, Janae. Roadkill. Me either, man. Hey, give us a good update. Give us a good update. How you doing? Give us some good news in the chat. Royal, I just tagged you in it again. That's a 1103. That's not an O. You're hitting an O by chance. I was asking how you was doing there, Roadkill. I said, give us some good news, man. Give me some good news this week, because I've had a full week uh, of nothing but bad. So give us some good news on your recovery. Sarah, they meant cash out. Hey, Temple from Jacksonville. Um, again, thank you for the $5 there. I could care less at all for one is streaming me. Could care less, guys. I don't care who's streaming me. So that puts us to 355. Reddit shows the truth of him. Does it show the truth of him, or does it show the truth that y'all say is the truth? That's my question. What truth? That's awesome, Roadkill. That's some good news there. Agree with you there. Triple G, God is good. He's taking care of Roadkill. That's awesome. Some news we was wanting. That's some good news. It's like I said, it's been a week of one bad thing after one bad thing after one bad thing. Hey, from Pensacola. Detroit really is. It really is. And then imagine having so many people against you for everything you do. I'm at this point to where I believe I could come on here and just give money away, and somehow or another it would be a bad thing. They've brought so much on somebody who helped us out that he texts me and he's like, "Hey, I because of this, I can't help you again." He said, "I'll pray for you," things like that. He said, "But as far as financial help, and he helped out of his pocket. He didn't help out of a church's money. He didn't help out of this. He helped out of his pocket." So, because of the trolls and the so-called awareness community, and I understand, I get it, I do. I feel absolutely horrible for the BS that man's had to go through this week. Because I've seen it all. I haven't been on, but I've seen it all. I get something sent to me every day by somebody. I get screenshots sent every day. Yeah, I can. I honestly can. But, it's also the scenario of, now it's 4 years. Hey, just a few minutes ago, it was 5 years. So I've been doing this for 5 years. Now we're down to 4 years. I just can't see how I don't understand how. I'm trying to figure out how to say this because it doesn't matter what I say; it's going to be twisted. Hell, I got on here and was talking about buying a mattress. Both sides of the story. What sides of the story? All for one doesn't have a side of my story. But anyway, I got on here talking about, man, we saved up the money and bought a mattress instead of having to finance a mattress. Now, I don't know. I guess everybody who's never heard of financing furniture must be rich and they can just go out and buy whatever furniture they need at that time. But you can go to places and finance furniture. You can actually get stuff from Rent a Center and Aaron's. They have mattresses in there. But we saved up and bought us a new mattress at that time, and I was talking about that, and somehow or another that got turned into me talking about. I said I was renting a mattress. Never said I was renting a mattress. Said I saved up to buy one so I wouldn't have to finance one. And this has been years ago. Years ago, people. Let me clear that up before that gets twisted that I said we're saving up to buy a mattress now. This has been 10, 11 years ago probably. But watch, somewhere down the line of these awareness and their trolls that follow them, it'll be twisted around that I just said I'm saving up to buy a mattress. But I get called a liar, but when these other people just say whatever they want to say about me, they're not lying. Yes, we still have our dog. She's laid over in the bed right now, sound asleep. Well, she was asleep. Now she's just looking at me. But it's like, I get called a liar, but people can make up lies on me and never have to be accountable for it. They never have to come back and say, "Hey, this was said and it was wrong." You know, again, beggars be gone. This was 10, 11 years ago. Me and my wife was replacing the mattress that we had. We was buying a brand new one instead of going out to General Appliances in Dyersburg or Aaron's and getting one from there. We saved up the money and bought it. And you just proved my point. Just proved my point. So, I mean, that absolutely turned around and proved the point that I just said. I'm telling about something that happened 10, 11 years ago, and y'all twisted around about why do I need to buy a mattress if I have a bed? Roadkill, I'll tag you in it. Be sure your friend gets it. Asking for a friend. Get ready. There you go, Roadkill. But like I said, a while ago, I don't know if anybody caught it. We got $5 sent to us. Thank you for the $5. I got so hung up, I forgot to say thank you for that. We do appreciate that. It does put us down $5, and that's, we're definitely grateful for that. But see, Tony, I just said clearly, like, we're not saving money for a mattress. That was like 10 or 11 years ago when we did that. Do you see where I'm saying? Like, do y'all not listen with your both your ears, or do y'all have one earbud in and listening to the music and then listening to whatever you catch on the other end? It's like, hey, Pappy, for a while, Tony, unfortunately, for a while, it's all of them. It's not just Tony. It's just Tony just came back like right after I said that and came back with exactly what I said was going to be said. But if that was taken and ran with, then I'd be called a liar. You know, I don't need a mattress. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? God bless it. People, I told a story a few lives ago about me and Angela saving up to buy a mattress that happened 10 or 11 years ago. It was at least a decade ago. All right, I'm telling this again. I'm saying it a little bit louder that way everybody can understand it and maybe y'all can actually hear it this damn time. We're not saving up to buy a mattress. That was 10 or 11 years ago. I was saying the point was that got twisted into me telling the story about how I rented a mattress. Beach Girl, I did, but I've had quite a bit of stuff come up this week that was an emergency that I had to take care of, and it left me absolutely tapped out. I'm beyond broke. Well, I've got $5 now, thanks to someone who donated, and I appreciate that. Um, it's been that way all. It's this has been one of the shittiest weeks that I can remember. Pardon the language, but there's no other way to sugarcoat that. You know, I try to watch my mouth lately, but there's just no other way to sugarcoat it. It's been a crappy, crappy week. Thank you for the gifts. Let me check this message real quick. Beach girl, something private happened that I had to take care of. Bishop's not going to help anymore. From being attacked from the groups and trolls on here, he's made it very clear that he's not going to help anymore. So my stepmom doesn't even. I don't even talk to her. So why? How would she even know anything about my work? Answer that. You want to ask that question? Answer my question. I don't talk to my stepmom. I don't ever call and ask her anything. I don't want to talk to her. I don't have a reason to talk to her. And that's as far as that story needs to go. So how would she know anything about me? Triple G is due tomorrow. And anything towards it would help. If anybody wants to help with anything, guys, um, anything would help. It really would. I don't. Maybe a year and a half, Tony. I don't know. That's the guesstimate. We've had some spurts where we was doing better, and but like I said, Bishop has made it clear that he's not helping anymore, and even people who come in here and just to talk are getting tired of being attacked. It's like I have people who DM me and they're like, "Hey, I still come in and listen when you're live. I just don't say anything because we're being attacked." And Pappy, one of them, they've made videos of them and put it on their awareness page. He's an enabler. My mod, Jesse, they've done that to them. They've come after my mods. I honestly, I have to sit here and say that my mods really have to care for us because they put up with this stuff. And I don't worry about people getting on here saying, "Hey, we're calling this about fraud and we're calling this about fraud," because I'm not doing anything wrong. He said, "Yeah, Pappy, exactly." But it's still though, it's like the only thing you've ever done is come in here and been nice to us and talk, right? Why are they attacking you? Why do they feel the need to DM everybody who comes in here says one kind word to us? Someone can come over here and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna pray for you," and their inbox is full. And I know what happens because they send me the screenshots. Uh, yes, roadkill, it does. Tell your friend it does. I'm sorry. That made me laugh. But it's just like I don't understand. Okay, I get it. The objective was supposed to be to stop people from sending money to people. We've got to educate them. That was the objective, right? Okay, if that's the objective, then how come it hasn't stayed that way? Some of these messages that people are getting that come on here and just be nice to us, and I've seen them. I haven't shared them. The people didn't give me permission to share them. If they did, I would. cussing these people, saying horrible things to these people, threatening them. Hey, thank you for the hand heart. You know, Paulette just said that's what's happened to her. And Paulette has never sent us anything but gifts and come on here and talked and been nice and sent some gifts. And we're very appreciative of the gifts. We do thank you. But why does it give you all the right to attack her? You know, that's the. It's just like I don't get why. If the objective is to keep people from sending money, is the objective is also to keep people from being nice and praying for people? Because we've had people just come in here and be like, "Hey, most I can do is pray for you." You know, hey, that's fantastic. And then they're DMing me like, "Why is this person being so mean to me?" So it's like, can anybody answer that? How does that? It, did it get turned up because y'all couldn't stop people from helping us, so y'all turned it up to just absolutely harassing people? Greg, it's a horrible day. Like, so on fire. So you're saying you sent messages to people telling them about us? Greg, I've had so much stuff come up this week that I've had to take care of, and after I took care of all that, I don't have the money for the room. I've got. Oh, you got messages? Okay. I was fixing to say I. Well, I tell you right now, some of the messages aren't bad, but some of them are. Hey, Amy, how are you doing? Some of them are flat out despicable. Some of them are just a bunch of lies. It's just the lies that try to get spin. Some of them are horrible. Some of them are just, hey, you need to figure out who you're sending money to online. Again, though, nobody from any awareness group can ever answer the question of why do you think you have the right to tell somebody what they can do with their money? All right, with that message, it just came through. Let me give y'all an update after we block a few trolls. AJ Marie not doing too good. May have been blocked because there's a lot of blocks going on today from trolls, and it may have just been hit by accident. I'll have to go in and fix that here in a little while. Hey, Patricia, It's probably just an accident. I'll go in and check, but it'll have to be after I get off. So that is the best I can do right there, guys. You give me a minute. Let me check and see what the total is now. It put us up to 25. Thank you for that. Appreciate it a lot. So it knocks us down to needing 335. So if anybody can help with anything, guys, it's appreciated. Oh, we're knocking these trolls out today, ain't we? Greg, right now I need 335. 335. Anything helps. Anything at all helps, guys. If anybody can help with anything, um, it's definitely appreciated. I feel like somebody's playing the bass drum on my head. Yes, Wendy, they did, but unfortunately, I had some stuff come up that I had to take care of this week, and it's left me absolutely broke and needing help with the room. Hey, you didn't. I'm not even gonna go back and forth with that comment. We were just. What's my favorite movie? Shawshank Redemption. I hardly ever sit down and watch TV, guys. It's just uh, YouTube shorts and TikTok and stuff has ruined me on how I watch stuff. I will hardly ever sit down and watch it. I really, really have to get into something. Tombstone is my number two movie. Uh, okay, Roadkill, I appreciate that, man. They gonna come at you hard now. They'll be your Huckleberry. Me and my friends used to play the game of we would put the names of the main characters in Tombstone in a hat, and we would draw them out, and whatever name you got was you guys are great. Whatever name we drew out would be the character. We had to say their lines for that, for the whole show, and it was back in our younger days when we made it a drinking game. If you messed up a line, you had to take a drink. You know. Oh, guys, I love you guys. But Shawshank's my favorite movie, man. I can sit down and watch Shawshank if it's on. I don't care when I pick it up. On if I'm flipping through the channels and it's on TV, I'm just like, okay, I'll watch it from here. I can pick it up from any point and know where I'm at. Hey, Steelers girl, how are you? Uh, just know, Roadkill and Craig and you guys out there, that there is going to be several people that's going to take y'all serious and start DMing you guys. American History X is a good movie, guys. It's definitely in my top 20. I don't know if I'd put it in my top 10, but top 20 for sure. Uh, it's a lot of people have a hard time watching the movie because of its content, but like at the end, it gives a pretty strong message at the end. Yeah, the curb stomp scene was rough, but my top three movies, just to get a little sidetracked off things for a minute, uh, is Shawshank, Tombstone, and Goodfellas. So that's definitely my top three. Monster in Law. I've never seen that one. I've never seen the Josie Walls either. I've never sit through a Few Good Men. I've watched bits and pieces of it, but never made it through the whole movie. My cousin Vinny's a funny one. I tell you, my favorite TV show of all time was Sons of Anarchy, and I thought, man, I just love that show. So, what was the biker movie that came out a few years ago? Uh, God bless. Hey, Nikki, I'm trying to think what the biker movie was that came out. Or it may have been called The Bikers. I don't know. God bless. No, not Wild Hogs. That one's funny. This one was a serious one. It's got the guy who played Venom in it. I can't think of his name either. Was it Bike Riders? Was it that simple? I never did watch much Seinfeld. Robert Duvall. Nice. Anyway, the story I was getting to was I thought because I love Sons, I was like the Bike Riders movie would be really good, but I didn't get into that very much. My movies are kind of all over the place. Lord, I don't watch westerns at. Tombstone is it. Well, let me take that back. Tombstone and Young Guns is it. Like westerns on TV. I don't watch because that was life growing up. My dad watched them a lot. My papa watched them. My uncle watched them, and I just never liked the western TV shows. Gunsmoke and Bonanza. What was one of the other ones that was? Which one had James Arnaz in it? Never watched Lonesome Dove. Renee Sons was me and Angela has went through the full series of Sons about 6 times. The Rifleman, yep, there you go. With James Arnaz. Yep. Like the one with Miss Kitty. I think that was wasn't that Bonanza that had Miss Kitty in it? Renee, it was there were supposed to have been 2 spinoffs of Sons after Mines. There was supposed to have been the prequel called The First Nine. And it was going to explain. It was going to be a 9-episode miniseries explain how Gunsmoke. That's right. And it was supposed to be a 9-episode miniseries explaining how the Sons came about. And then there was supposed to have been one that was a sequel just called Sons. And it was going to be about the lives of Thomas and Abel, how one of them becomes a lawman and one of them becomes an outlaw. I never watched Braveheart. Guns. I said Bonanza. See, what was my favorite thing to do in my free time? Hate to say this, but scroll on my phone. It's like it used to be so much other stuff. Like, man, free time back in the day, I played my guitar. I'd go to the gym. I would, things like that. But it's like now it's just like I don't have the guitar anymore. I can't afford the gym right now. I played it all. I love the blues. Sat down just playing. I love playing the blues. But I was a metalhead through and through. So we can get rid of that troll. I wish I was 30 again and knew what the future held for me. Yeah. Walker, Texas Ranger. I never did watch that much either. Yeah, if I could go back to 30 and knew what I know now, Lord, life would be different. If I go back to 30, I'd tell myself I'd want to take back 4 words. I'd want to make sure I didn't get them confused. If I could go back to 30 years old and the only thing I could remember is these 4 words, it would be invest in Apple computers. But how do you think about it? That's only 16 years ago. That'd be 2010. It's awesome. They're Master Peanut. That's a good feeling, Thea. That's a good feeling. I'm just curious. Do they still stream me when we're just sitting here talking? We were just talking about movies and TV series and stuff, and just having a casual conversation. I was, just wondering if they still stream me during that, or they switch to somebody else and then come back when I ask for help. I don't know how they do it. Hey, I wonder if any of them's covering the guy who's scamming the gifts. Y'all heard about that? Of course not. It's not an easy target for him. So y'all probably haven't heard about that. It's not being plastered all over TikTok. There's a guy who's doing these lives. And he's on there and he's telling people, I don't know how he's doing it. Don't know. I've seen videos of it. I've seen videos where he's sent. And it's kind of like, they look real. But he um, he tells people, hey, if you get in here and you send a galaxy, I'll send you a line back. Right off the bat, that sounds insane. I mean, that sounds insane to me right off the bat, because you send me a galaxy that's going to, hey, he boxes you up. You send the galaxy, and then it shows him sending you the line. But then he's told these people, well, he's told them that you can't, your points don't show up until I get off the live. It looks real. It looks real. But it's like, yeah, it's like, okay, you send me a galaxy that costs like, what, $10 for a galaxy? And I'll send you a line that's going to gift you $100. But people are doing it. Well, what he's sending back to them is what they're calling a virtual line. So they're not getting the line, but it looks like they're getting it. Then he'll sit there and he'll do that 30, 40 times on a live, and these people are sending him a galaxy to get this line, thinking he's just blessing them, but they've got to send that to get blessed. First of all, someone asked you for a blessing to be blessed. Yeah. But then they send the galaxy, he sends this fake line to them, and they get offline and they have nothing. But he blocks them after he gets off the live. He goes through and blocks all these people who sent the galaxies. So how come that's not being covered? Bill, right now I'm sitting with a flat tire on my car. So yeah, just out of curiosity, how come nobody's covering that? I mean, that's a flat out, straight up and down scam, right?
Yes.
But nobody's covering this guy. And TikTok's not even doing anything about it. He's being reported for doing it. And TikTok's just kind of, hey, whatever happens, happens, you know? Toxic mom of 6. Thank you for taking time away from your 5 girls and 1 boy and the love of your life, your fitness, and your softball to come on here to say something rude to me. I appreciate that. Greg, I played football growing up until I was about 16, and that's when I got into professional wrestling. Football was about the only sport I did play. I wasn't too bad at it. I played center most of my football time. I started when I was about 6th grade. Played center. Then I got wrestling, and that took over my Fridays and Saturday nights. Well, thank you for your service. The Spark is Walmart delivery drivers. Triple G. I mean, I do thank you for your service. That's not being hypocritical or anything, or being a smartass. Thank you for your service. I appreciate it. So I don't know what that's got to do with anything that's going on in my life. With Lisa Marie, Tim Edwards was my wrestling name. King of Violence was the latter part of my tenure in the business. I did some live TV. I do have stuff on YouTube. Oh, my glasses, yeah. Roadkill and Craig, if y'all still on. How many DMs have y'all got? Now, Walmart has their own delivery people. Pop top. Yeah. Man, I got a smudge on my glasses I cannot get off. All my glass wearing people. Most annoying thing is a smudge you can't get off of it. Well, I didn't work today because I was off, so I didn't have to go anywhere on a flat tire. And yesterday I didn't go in because I had a flat. Triple G, it's convenient sometimes, but man, that upcharge will get you. Especially through DoorDash. Like a meal through McDonald's will wind up costing you $40 through DoorDash. Miss Sanchez, I just answered that question. Hey, Bonnie. Yes, I am. Anybody else want to ask me the same question about how do I get to work with a flat tire? Oh wow, Craig, I'm surprised. I just knew a while ago uh, when you and Roadkill were sitting there talking like that, that they was just gonna hit y'all up. Yeah, I am. I didn't answer that question directly to you, so Sandy Mae, that's amazing, Bonnie. Hey, Kayla. If I would have been scheduled to work today, then I'd have been trying to find a ride, or would have had to call it off. Fortunately, I wasn't scheduled, and yesterday I had to call off. You're fine. Triple G, triple, triple G, OG, OG, triple, triple. I thought they say, "Oh, the Friday after next, OG, OG, triple, triple, or double, double, something like that." Kaylee, we are not doing very good at all right now. Oh, my eyeball. The cold weather did make it down here, by the way. I seen that question and I forgot to, you know, Bonnie, it doesn't, but unfortunately, you can't drive the car on just three tires, and so show the flat tire. She's got a headache, not feeling all that great, but other than that, she's all right. We just had a lot of stuff come up this week. It left me broke, a lot of emergency type stuff. Um, well, Bonnie, the donut is good. The donut spare is good on it, but here's the problem: the jack isn't. The jack gets the car when it starts pulling it off the ground. The jack just very slowly starts letting the car back down. It's like it's not holding the weight of the car. Um, I'm waiting on somebody to text me that they're bringing me a jack to use. If I had a jack, it's the front tire too, so I got to take the. Um, I have to take the back tire off, put the donut on it, and take the big tire, the normal tire, and put that on the front. So if I had a jack that worked, the tire would have been changed. It wouldn't have been that big of an issue. But ain't nothing wrong with somebody catching some good fish. Ohio Go fixed flat's not going to work on it. It's got wire showing through the back of the tire. I was putting air in the air stay to get up to about 30 pounds, and it started coming right back out. Um, I kind of ran my hand around it to try to see if I could feel where the if I had a nail or a screw in it, because I do have a plug kit. Um, so, but the tire was bald, and well, I couldn't find anybody yesterday to let me get a jack from them. So, but I got somebody coming today with the jack. Yeah, I didn't know it was that way till I ran my hand around the back of it, and it it bit me. It bit my hands like crazy, and then I could feel the air coming out of about a 2 to 3 inch spot, which I was just looking. I said, man, if it's got a nail in it, a screw in it or something, I'll just pull that out myself and patch it. I got the patch kit. I got one of them little mini air compressors. I was like, that ain't no big deal. I just turn the wheel and find the nail, and it'd be a little bit harder to do it on the car than it would be off the car, but it can be done. So, but that wasn't the. See, I've got all that. I've got the 4-way for it to get the lug nuts off. It's just my jack is just the jack is not doing the one job it's supposed to do. Like soon as the weight comes up on it where the tire is not on the ground, it just collapses again. So, yes, Greg, every time. And it's not just when I get on here either that I deal with them. It's every day, whether I'm on here or not. Doohickey is the actual name of that. Yeah. So it's if I'm not on here, they're sending me messages. It's yeah, the jack is not jacking. It is lacking. No, I don't have the roadside assistance. Wish I did have roadside assistance. I get something to drink. Ohio guy, yes, I have. And there's not a whole lot in the area. I did have to get another tire replaced a couple months ago. Well, about 6, 7 weeks ago. No, no, yeah, I'll definitely show the tire here in a minute. I'll go out there and take a picture of it and put it on here. Will that make y'all happy? Probably not. And I don't think I can turn my screen on from here. Never in my life. Now I'm lying about the tire. They want me to show the tire. I could say right now that the sky is blue with a big yellow ball in the sky,
Yep.
and they tell me I'm lying about that for me to go show them.
Yep.
Ohio guy, I appreciate that, but man, I don't know you enough to tell you where I'm at, and I try to keep my location as secret as I possibly can. So, and I can't switch the camera on to show them the tire. But I don't care. Y'all believe me or not, I don't care. Ohio guy, I appreciate that, but like I said, I can't. I don't know you, man, and I can't just give my location out. That has backfired on me too many times. Hippie, I'm looking to see where to turn on the box to turn the camera on, and with this the way it's set, this is I don't know how to do it. I'm looking. I just don't. If anybody knows how, y'all can tell me. Hey, I can do that. Craig, you know that's how I kind of feel about it. But it's like, man, this. It's I don't know how to turn off all the boxes, AJ. I've been trying to figure that out since I've been doing it this way. But it's just like I'm so tired of everything I say is a lie to these people. And like I said earlier, it's all a lie when I say it, but they can lie about me and get proven wrong and never have to take accountability for it. It's like, what kind of BS is that? AJ, I got a flat tire on my car. And I've been called a liar about that, and they're wanting to see the flat tire. So, but hey, Carrie, it's just it just gets so tiresome. Like it's to the I think and this may sound crazy, um, but I think I think Jesus himself could come back and people on this app would call him a liar. He could come back and start performing miracles and they'd call him a scam artist. Watch. They're going to be like, he's comparing himself to Jesus now. That's coming. I've just got one that's flat. And I know a lot of the problem is that the car needs an alignment job. And I need to get to a point where I'm buying new tires instead of used tires. But you know, back in Dyersburg, I was buying used tires for like $50 versus 100 and something for new tires. So, but the tire isn't the biggest issue now. 'Cause I do have a spare on that. Or I don't have it on the car yet. I have a spare. That's going to be twisted. Um, Waiting on somebody to bring a jack by so we can get the tires changed out. Don't care. I never thought about going to a junkyard to look at try to get a tire. That's a very good idea. Thank you, Bonnie. There was a place in Dyersburg I bought all my tires from. That's where I've always done business with, called Tucker Tire. Always did business with them from my first car to this one. Um, I've never bought a tire from anybody else except them, and they have some great deals on used tires. And that's where I would just I think need a good used tire. Call them up, $50, mount it, and put on your car. It's a great deal. Um, Thank you, Ohio guy. It's a tough situation. It's like, well, if you're from Dyersburg, Tennessee, you should hear about Tucker Tire. If you're not from Dyersburg, you probably won't never know who they are because they're a little shop down in the south, what we call Southtown. If this guy doesn't show up with this jack here soon, I'm gonna go and catch people outside and stuff and ask them if they got a car jack I can use for a little while. But he told me after he got done with church, him and his family was gonna go out to eat, and then after he went home and changed, he'd text me and he'd be heading this way. But guys, if anybody could help me with the room, that's where the biggest help is today. The tire will get taken care of. You know, the tire I can get that. I'll get that changed one way or another. You know. Kayla, you've been around a while. Yep, it's a small shop, but if you're in Dyersburg, Tennessee, that is, in my opinion, it's the cheapest place to get tires. That's a fact for every tire I've ever gotten from there. I had a Honda Civic with low profile tires on it at one time in my life, and about once every 2 years, I was buying a new set, and Tucker would beat Triple T tires by $250 for a set. Zach, right now I like $335 on the room. I have $25 going towards you. I like $335. Any help at all is appreciated. Um, you know, anything is appreciated. But that's what me and my wife are at with. You know, because that is a weekly rate. I have to pay weekly here. got that taken care of, but I've had so much stuff go on this week that was an emergency that it had to be taken care of. I'm going to ask around about a jack, guys. If this guy texts me, if he doesn't come here in a little while, I got somebody coming. I didn't have nowhere to go today, so I was just waiting on him. Someone is supposed to be coming with the jack. If they don't come, I'll go ask other people for a jack. I don't know how many more times I can keep repeating that about this jack and the tire in the last 5 minutes. I've said it about 10 times already. So you got to sign up for these delivery places. You can't just go say, hey, I'm delivering these groceries to these people and start getting paid from them. So yes, check got straightened out, but I had some big emergencies come up this week that I had to take care of right then and left me with absolutely nothing. I get y'all trying to help, but listen, it's like 10 of y'all in here just constantly for the last 10, 15 minutes talking about, well, go ask this person for a jack, go ask that person for a jack. And I said so many times, I have someone coming with the jack that's going to help me do the tires. And if he doesn't show up, I'll go find a jack from somebody. I'll go borrow one. And it's just we're on a Ferris wheel of the tire. You need to go ask this person. Guys, I got somebody coming. We'll go, you need to ask this person. Guys, I got somebody coming. We'll go ask it. Greg, last week when the check was messed up, Bishop Long stepped in and helped me. And believe me, that somehow the trolls found out about that and has attacked that man for that. You listen, Ohio guy, he may can ask questions, but asking the same questions that somebody just asked, and you're in here listening to the answer. It's like, I'm trying not to get aggravated, but it's like there's 10 of y'all talking about this tire situation, saying the same thing, and all y'all are asking the questions like one right after another one. Oh, Greg, believe me, there's people who's just come in here and said hi to us and was nice and was like, hey, I'm going to pray for you. And they've been attacked in there. But it's just like, man, I need to take a second and breathe because I'm getting aggravated over this whole situation of the tire and the questions of the same questions over and over. And I apologize for getting aggravated, guys. I try not to do that way. I'm only human. But thank you for the Go Poplars. Appreciate it. Appreciate any gifts that are sent during the lives, guys. Anybody can ask the question. Let me clear this up. Anybody can ask the question. My whole point of where I was getting aggravated was that same questions, 10 people, same questions for 15 straight minutes. Same suggestions. Go ask somebody. Go ask somebody. And I've sat here and told everybody, this is going to be the last time I'm addressing this right now. I sat there and told everybody, I have someone coming with a jack. If they don't come here soon, I'm going to start going around asking people for a jack. Okay, now I have a question for Ohio guy. You claim that you're new here. How did you know about that? I get that, Bonnie. I do. I understand that, and I appreciate the help. But it's like I don't know how many times I have to answer the same questions and everything. I don't know what's going on with this stuff. I've reached out to the place, and they keep telling me it's being shipped. I don't know where it's at. I don't know what's going on with it. So if it gets here, she's going to do it. If it doesn't get here, we'll try to find something else. Racing chick, she can't work right now. She's dealing with some health issues. That's a freaking troll account. They're getting better with these troll accounts because they're actually putting pictures in there
Yeah.
and like legit names. Didn't nobody scam Bishop? Get you out of here. Alexis, if she ever gets the stuff in, she'll be doing the work from home. Patricia, I can't be more open or transparent about myself. I answer the questions that get asked. You know, I'm trying my best to deal with the trolls that are coming in here. But it's I don't feel like I could be more open about myself. I'm needing help with our hotel room this week. We had some surprise expensive come up this week. There was an emergency that had to be taken care of, and it left me broke, and I'm not going to have the money for the room. And that's all I ask for, Patricia. People come in here and find their own truth out. But some of them's not coming in here to find their own truth out. Some of them are coming in here to um, some of them are just coming on here to troll and be hateful. You know, so it's kind of they've already made their mind up. They're not going to be their mind's not going to be changed in any sense of the word of the trolls told me this is how you are and this is how I see you. That's all it's going to be. Awareness told me that this awareness group said this is what you did and that's what you've done, and I'm not going to see it any differently. You know, if you come in here and you talk to me for 25, 30 minutes, an hour, I don't care how long you're in here, how long you talk, and you've made your own judgment. Listen, if you like me or not, that's up to you. But thank you for making your own judgment. Thank you for coming in here and watching the live. It was private, Candace, and that's where it's being left at. It was something private that came up. Have I been home for 3 hours? God, I've only been home for 2.5 though. Jelly bean, yeah. Hey, Shelby, 100%. Well, the emergency was private, and whether I'm on here or not asking for anything or what, I have a right to keep stuff private. And just because I ask for help doesn't mean that gives everybody the right to know every single detail in my life. Exactly, Alexis. Make your own judgment. If you don't like me at the end of it, you just don't like me. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I don't like everybody I meet. I don't expect everybody to like me. But at least give me the at least give me the common courtesy that you would give anybody else to figure out, do I like this person or not? If you take what someone else says, I'm just going to say it this way. If you take what someone else says and that's your judgment on me, I don't want you to be in here. I don't want you to be around me. Because if you're that easy to be manipulated to like or not like somebody because someone told you to like them or not like them, then obviously we don't need to we don't need to be around each other, because that's not how it goes. Exactly. The emergency was more important. What it went to was more important at that time. So, no, Ohio guy, I completely disagree with you. And that's the good thing about this. We can agree on things and still be friends. Still get along. But I completely disagree with, just because I'm on social media doesn't make parts of my life still private. Just because I get on social media, everybody shouldn't know everything about my life. If that's being said, then Ohio guy, I should know everything about your life because you're on social media right now. Candace, we need $335 to keep our room for the week. And I have to pay it by the week. And guys, let me catch up because I stopped the screen right there. And it jumped on me and I missed a bunch of. But it's like, exactly, we can agree to disagree. I mean, see, that's something else that's one of my biggest irks about this young generation is coming up. Is like, if you don't agree with me, we can't be friends. Unfollow me if you don't believe this. If you believe in this, then unfollow me. No, it's not that way. But I'm just saying, like, in the point of view of, if you're on social media, you don't have any privacy, then none of us have privacy, because we're all on social media right now talking. Shelby, I do. We just had an emergency come up this week and left me broke and needing help with the room. And sitting with a flat tire on top of that, but the tire will get changed and put spare on it when the jack gets here. Shelby wasn't here for that, so I'm just giving her a little highlight on that. So don't at me. That was my thumb popping, by the way. Sorry that was in y'all's ears if y'all have earbuds in. Paying weekly secures your room. Paying daily means I can go up there and pay for Monday, and I go to pay for Tuesday, and I might not have a room. So, now if you're traveling, you'd find a place where you could pay for a room for the night. You're not worrying about it. You're paying for a night, and then you're going through to the next town where I'm here. This is where we're living. So if I go and pay for Monday, and I wake up Tuesday and it was for checkout, and I go up there and pay, and they were like, "Hey, we took a booking because we didn't know if he was getting the room again. We need your room. You have to get out." Where if you're just scrolling through a town, if you're just traveling and you're staying there for a day or two, you can rent a room for a day or two. Ohio, guys, the situation of there's no middle hotels here. There's a couple of cheap ones and a couple of expensive ones. The cheap ones stayed pretty well booked up, pretty solid because of their cheap. If we lost the room and went to went to like the Holiday Inn, it'd be $240 for a night. You know, to where we got this. A lot of people are, you know, getting the rooms and they're not giving them up. Right now we don't have the option but to pay for the week. So, she has, and I have also. Um, right now they're just full staffed. Bonnie, if I had the money to go out and buy an SUV, things would probably be a little bit different. Hey, Christina, welcome back. I don't just have enough money to go out and buy an SUV to sleep in. Oh, wow. But we definitely got to pay for the week here. It's I've got to pay it by the week. So if anybody can help us with anything, it would be appreciated. I don't know if they got Motel 6 or not. Let me tell you, y'all, I might have stayed in a hotel or a motel, whatever you want to call them these days, uh, maybe 3 or 4 times. Um, where it was like where we were staying for a couple of days because we was there in the town for a vacation or something. Um, a lot of times I was just wrestling when I was wrestling full time. We was in a motel and we was gone, and I never knew the name of the motel. I just knew if I had bed or cot that night. And you know, I don't know what motels they still have and what motels they don't have. I just know that what this one cost. Hey, Megs. Okay, Ohio guy. And again, I appreciate the offer of the resources, but I just don't know you enough to tell you where I'm at to see if there is any resources. I don't know if it's they're cheaper. Uh, one of them is a type deal where what is it? Hotel, you got to go through a lobby, and all the rooms are inside. And motel, they're accessed from the parking lot.
I think so.
I think that's really the only difference between motel and hotel. Well, I mean, you rack it up. Okay, let's say you said $65 a day flat rate, right? That's 6 times 7 is what, 42? Is that right, guys? Somebody correct me on my math if I'm wrong. 6 times 6 is 36. Yeah, 42. So that's $420, and we even added the $5 for each day. So we got 35 more dollars added to them. So then we've got $455 versus 360. So almost $100 cheaper. I get that, but again, don't have that option here. Motels have more stuff. Yeah, one of them's like almost guaranteed to have a swimming pool, and one of them's not. I don't. It's just like I said. One of them, you walk through a lobby. Holly, we haven't been that fortunate yet to find that out. I follow a woman on here that's always talking about she lives in one that's got the kitchenette and everything, and she can book it out for a year. She books it for a year, but then pays it by monthly or weekly or something. I follow her, and she's kind of entertaining to watch. I'm off work tomorrow, but I should have a jack here soon to change the tire and put the spare on the car. Jelly Bean, if I was here a little bit longer, there. What's she doing?
I didn't stretch my baby.
Maybe you got the whole bed over there. Or stretch it out the other way. Don't bother that baby. I'm playing. Let me. I'm gonna mute y'all 1 second. I need to run to the restroom. I've been sitting on here for a while, and I need to stretch my legs and run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Y'all give me a second to catch up with everybody. Triple G, I've seen that too about people book their cruise ships and just live on there. And I don't know about that. Like, yeah, I've never been on a cruise, and I don't really have I don't know. I've never really had the desire to go on a cruise. Because it's like if I go somewhere, it's like I don't want to be worrying about a deadline to get back on a boat. And then I've seen too many videos on YouTube and stuff where people miss the boat. And it's like I watch videos of like the rooms, and like if you don't just get like the top tier rooms, it's like the rooms are pretty crappy. You know. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, if I went like to some of these places, like I would want more than 6 to 8 hours to have to. Um, but anyway, there you go, Triple. But anyway, guys, man, if anybody can help me out with anything, I just do. Are you asking? Do I remember you, Greg? Yeah, you was just on here a few minutes ago and we was talking. Not for sure. Was that your? Was really your question? Was I remember you? Okay, yeah, I remember you. Aunt Chia says, "Hey, Angela." She waved. I'll tag you in my. I'll tag you with my cash out. My CA. Greg, I don't think I'd forget you that fast, man. if you're coming on here just to troll like that, just go away. I've had my share of concussions. I know, and I don't care. I don't care who restreams me. I really don't. Well, there's a name from the past. Hey, Steve, how's it going? I ain't heard from you in months. On top of months, probably a year. I'm doing horrible. Well, let them do it, Tina. It's their page. They have the right to do as long of a live as they want to do. If they want to go for 24 hours, you know, then by all means, let them do it. Well, Steve, we definitely would appreciate it. Honestly, would. We have times where we're doing good. I'm needing $335. Well, that would definitely be appreciated. It would definitely be appreciated. Steve, I do. I'll have to tag you in it right here because I can't get off here. And send a DM. Roadkill. I wished it wasn't. I wished I didn't have to come here and ask for anything. I really do. Um, let me see what the restriction is. I don't know, Tina. I don't watch their lives. Exactly, Roadkill. All right, Steve. A little odd though that me and Steve was friends, and now all of a sudden it shows I don't follow him. So I'm pretty sure that that's a troll account acting like him. That's what I'm guessing. I could be wrong. See, just called that one, didn't I, guys? I knew when they first said it. I looked at it and I was like, me and Steve was friends on here. So, it's all right though. It's okay. Oh yeah, that's what they always do. Appreciate that, Steelers girl. Oh yeah, you've been around for a long time. We was. No, I had it on mute. Nope, not yet. I think we're live. We're here. Have y'all heard me say I've gone out to change the tire? Then he hasn't gotten here with the jack yet. Y'all can keep up with how long I've been on and stuff. If I haven't said I've gone outside or I'm ending the live to go do the tire, then I haven't. He hasn't showed up with it yet. Yes, Aunt Chia, we was for the third time of me answering that exact same question that you've asked. Well, welcome in, Jason. Every time you've asked it, I've answered the question though. So it's like you ask the question and then leave the live, then come back, ask the question, and then leave the live. Like that makes no sense. I've answered that question straight to you 3 times. And get it, hippie. It's only 3:20 here. No, I don't, Greg. Yep, it's just me and her. Hey, Betty Smith, how are you doing? Trying to keep our hotel room for me and my wife. I have to pay it by the week, and had some emergencies come up this week that took every dime I had, and now I don't have enough for our hotel. So I have to pay for it tomorrow. We've got it for tonight. This is our last night on it. I have to have the money by tomorrow. So if anybody can send anything going towards you, it would be appreciated. And I'm still $335 short. I have $25 to my name. If anybody could help with anything, it would be appreciated. Yeah, I made $5.30 in gifts on this live, so hey, Wednesday I'm getting a payout. I appreciate that. Mods do not get paid. Mods are modding my live just because they want to. I tell you the stuff they go through and deal with and catching people and everything, which I don't have any in here right now. Um, the stuff they go through though, man, they deserve a paycheck from being in here. Do I have any content? We used to have content way back in the day. We was trying to make content. Um, we was trying to make funny videos and stuff like that, and uh, unfortunately, we used to do battles. That was a fortunate part. We used to do battles and have fun on here, and we would battle for hours. And but they're moderators. Uh, they have control on blocking people and stuff like that. Hey, gardening girl. They help me keep the trash out, but the trash still rolls in here. Unfortunate today that my top two mods, they're both, you know, Bonnie, did anybody say, hey, Bonnie's trash? Did anybody say that? Have you been blocked? And if you haven't been blocked, you're not trash. These trolls and stuff. So, didn't nobody say you was trash? Did nobody call you out and say you was trash? Yeah, they keep the trash out. You're obviously sitting here watching the live, so you haven't been blocked by them. Guys, I'm ending this live for a few minutes. I'll be back. I got to take a breather. I'm getting aggravated at everything, and not aggravated that we're not getting help. It's just you know, the fact that like I just got to take a minute. I got to breathe.